Hey, what's going on, guys? So something a little bit different there, but I wanted to show you that because that's actually one of the main reasons that I love these motorized sliders. And when these first, I've been using regular sliders for a long time, but when these motorized sliders came out, I jumped in head first because a lot of the times I'm doing videos like this where I'm in front of the camera, and having a motorized slider in an automatic mode means that I basically have like a second camera operator going the entire time. So I use these things a lot. You might have seen some in my recent videos, and I love what they're doing. So this is the Rhino Slider ROV Pro, and it comes in two different lengths that you can get this for. This is the short one. And overall, one of the main reasons that I get these is for that and repeatable movement. So not only are you getting that perfect slide automatically, but it's repeatable. So it works for things like time lapses, stop motion. You can move things in and out of the frame as you're doing them, and it can give some really cool options for giving you a nice look in your videos. And I really like what Rhino has done with this one. So let's talk a little bit about the build quality of this one. It is actually one of the better built sliders on the market today. It is extremely rigid and rugged. I really like this thing. It's all metal except for these inside pieces right here. The feet, you do have adjustable feet on here. They're released really easily with this tab. The only thing I will say is that there's so many options for where you can put these feet that's almost impossible to get these level. But I don't use the feet that often. Usually I have this thing mounted onto a tripod, and for that you do have a 3/8 and a 1/4 inch under here. They're very easy to access and attach, and that works really well. You do not have one on either side, which could be a negative if you had a very heavy load, but I haven't had an issue with that. I'm fine usually mounting this into the center. So yeah, overall the build quality is excellent. The only thing I will say is that you get this right here. This is your head that comes with it. I kind of find it more similar to the head of something you would use to vlog with or something like that. This is the tripod plate that you will use for it. It attaches in here. It's not the most firm attachment in the world. You still have some play on that you can move the camera. I haven't had any issues with it coming out of my shots. It doesn't move at all, but I wish that it came with a heavier duty option, or the option of removing. You can remove this and put on your own. The downside is that because this is kind of inside of here quite a bit, you will need a spacer like this, and you can buy those. There's no problem at all, but you will probably need a spacer in order to add your own head on that. And it'd be nice if they had an upgraded head option that had that spacer built in. It's a little bit large to fit in my bag, I would say, but overall it's fairly lightweight, and having this, I usually strap it to the outside of my bag or have it with my tripods. That seems to work well. This moves inside and you can get it a little bit more compact, or you can unscrew that off completely. You do have ports in here for charging USB, as well as an adapter to go to your camera for controlling your camera for time-lapse options. So that is the basic look around the hardware, and overall I'd say I am very impressed with the build quality of this unit. But the star of the show is when you turn this thing on. We'll go ahead and turn this on. By the way, battery life is incredible. You do have an on-off button as well as battery indicators right here. So you can press this once to get a quick glance of exactly what your battery life is going to be. So now that that's on, I have the app open on my iPad here, and I can just click on it, and immediately it connects. And it takes just a couple seconds usually to connect, and we are in right now. So under 5 seconds. Now from here, I have some general options on here. I can move it by pushing on either side and move it to home or move it to the end position. And there we go. And I can control that movement manually if I want to. I can stop it at any time and keep it that way. Or what I can do, let me hit move to home. What I can do is set it into a mode where I can choose how long it's going to take to reach full speed and the duration of my entire thing. So you're not actually controlling the speed of the slide. It's like a constant speed. What we're controlling is the duration, and then the slider is adjusting the speed to get that duration. So if I know I want a slide to last 20 seconds, I can type in 20 seconds, and I can tell it how long I want to take to reach full speed. So I've selected my ramp speed, and you can see it's ramping up really slowly, and it's going to take a long time to get to that full acceleration. And that is what's giving us that control of our slide. So again, lots of options on here for how you want to adjust things. However, what I will say is that there's almost no additional options, and that kind of stinks. I mean, we do not have the ability to control very accurately our acceleration. We cannot choose to stop it here or stop it here. I have no control over that movement. It is going to be a full slide no matter what. So I would love to have control of my stop, and we can do this on other sliders. I would love to have control on that stop. We do have the loop option, so we can set this to just loop infinitely, but I would love to have some more, let me speed these things up real quick. I would love to have more control over the functionality of this, and so I would love the ability to control my start-stop positions, control my accelerations. And then for time-lapse options, the same thing. We have lots of control over our shutter, the clip length, the duration of everything. However, I have no control over acceleration, deceleration. I can't speed up my time-lapse over time like you can on some other options. And so it's very limited in the functionality of this. The good thing is it's very easy to use. It works well. It's a pretty inexpensive slider, but I hope that they work on their app and can really add some additional functionality. The other good thing is that this is all in an app. So all of these functionality could be improved with time, and I really hope that Rhino does a great job implementing some other features that you could do very quickly just with an upgrade on the app. Battery life for me has also been exceptional. I mean, it takes forever for me to run out batteries even when I'm using it. I ran it for like an hour last night and I've lost probably one of these dots. So I don't know how long it lasts because I'm never going to get anywhere close to running through this in a day or two. So that's basically the operation of this thing. And overall, if you need a slider and you need one that's fairly inexpensive but works very well, this is probably the best built, reliable slider on the market today. I really like how it operates, and I have very few, if any, issues with the hardware of this. It is also very simple to use and connects very well. I will say right now it only works with iPad, but by the time you're watching this, I hear that Android support is coming in the next month, so hopefully you should be fine buying this, even if you're an Android user like me. Then you should be fine on this. But the overall functionality app should be improved and could be improved to give a little bit more of an advantage over some other models and over a manual slider. There is definitely room to do that on this one. So I have some links below if you want to check this out. Again, it's probably one of the better under $500 sliders on the market today, and I really, really recommend it. And I'm probably going to be using this a lot because it is just very well built, and for time lapses this can give you some absolutely incredible, exceptional time lapses. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out some of our other videos while you're at it. Stay tuned. Let me know in the comments below what you like, if you use one of these, if you like yours, some of your thoughts on it, and if you have any questions about this